My name is Wilmian, and I will be talking about Quito, Ecuador. So Quito is right here in South America, and the latitude is it's right on the equator, and it's really high up. It's 2,800 meters in elevation. So it's the capital city of Ecuador. It's the first closest city to the equator and the second highest city in elevation. So the climate here in Quito is pretty cool and consistent. It's about upper 60s, low 70s pretty much all year, and that's due to it being right on the equator. And there's a wet and a dry season. The wet season is about a quarter of the year. So Quito gets about 1,000 millimeters of rain each year, and this climate graph here shows that the temperature is the red line, and it's pretty consistent all year, with being a little bit warmer during the summer months when the precipitation is lowest. So right on the outskirts of Quito is the Pichincha volcano, and that's facing the east of the city. So if you want a view of that when you're building your house, make sure to leave some windows facing the east. Here's another view of the volcano and the city in the foreground. And so that hasn't erupted lately. So it's right on. It definitely has erupted lately, has it? Anyways, so it's right on the equator. So they get about 12 hours of sunlight every day, about 6 to 6 every day. So in the equinoxes, it rises here in the south and rises in the east and sets in the west. And it rises about 9 degrees and sets about 270 degrees. And it pretty much at noon goes right overhead at about 9 degrees in the angle of angular isolation. So the summer solstice, it again rises in the east and sets in the west. And then in the winter solstice again, but it faces the southern half of the city. So if you were building your house, you'd want to face to the east so you could get some of that nice morning sun all year. So lots of windows. You could also use solar power because there's a good 12 hours of light pretty much every day all year round. And you could also have the overhangs, so you could block some of the heat and sun at noon. So the central part of Quito has a lot of older houses. The southern part is more industrial, and in the northern part of Quito, it's more modern houses. And here are just some examples of houses in Quito. So this was one cool house I found. This is more in the country part of Ecuador, but this house, it was built to be really energy efficient. So it has pumice to keep in a lot of the heat for insulation. The roof has grass on it, so I'm not sure what the point of that is, but it does. It has a lot of passive heating with lots of the windows here, so it keeps a lot of the heat in. And there's a tree that grows right through the house. They built it around a tree. And here's just a picture of Quito. And my name is Wilmian, and that is all.